China's war on particulate air pollution is causing more severe ozone pollution. According to the new research, there was so much particulate matter in the smog around Chinese cities that it helped to quell ozone production by acting as a sponge that collected chemical radicals. Climate is one of the important drivers of ecosystems' health, compositions, and other Earth systems. That is, the impact of climatic conditions over the Earth's surface and its variations has the propensity to affect certain areas such as agriculture, public health, water supplies, energy production and use, land use, and development, as well as recreational activities.
Comedy writer Armando Iannucci has called for an industry-wide defense of the BBC and British programme makers. The thick of it creator made his remarks in the annual Mac Taggart Lecture at the Edinburgh TV Festival.
Companies will want to be known not just for the financial results they generate, but equally, for the imprint they leave on society as a whole. First, ensuring that their products contribute positively. Second, operating in a way that approaches a net neutral impact on the natural environment. And third, cherishing their people.
Conservatives argue that many homeless are alcoholics, drug users, or mentally ill. In contrast, many liberals argue that homelessness is caused by a reduction in welfare benefits and by excessively priced housing. They want more shelters to be built for the homeless.
COVID is now the third highest cause of death in Australia, according to experts from AusSage, a broad group of experts looking at the well-being of Aussies before, during and after the COVID-19 pandemic. The group has provided a comparison of the causes of deaths in recent years and says it is clear more needs to be done to reduce the excess deaths from COVID.
COVID-19 pandemic had created additional challenges for the dementia patients and their caregivers. With many care facilities having to close their operations, the care for the patients suffered, even as the experts have emphasized the need to increase the support. Such a situation highlighted the importance of developing and using more telemedicine and digital technology devices for remote care and monitoring. COVID-19 pandemic is linked to early onset of puberty in some girls. Several studies suggest that the number of girls starting puberty early has more than doubled amid the coronavirus outbreak, and experts are unsure about exactly why.
Data from the Pioneer spacecraft of NASA apparently prove the theory that the high surface temperature of Venus is due to an atmospheric greenhouse effect caused mainly by a blanket of carbon dioxide. Such a greenhouse effect is created when energy in the form of sunlight easily passes through a planet's atmosphere, warms its surface, and is converted to heat radiation that is then held in by the atmosphere from top to bottom.
Dead or dying fish are an important food source for all bald eagles. Eagles are a member of the Accipitridae family, which also includes hawks, kites, and Old World vultures. Scientists loosely divide eagles into 4 groups based on their physical characteristics and behavior. The bald eagle is a sea or fish eagle.
Dementia patients are forgetful and often wander. These wandering tendencies are a cause of alarm for caregivers. Small electronic tags, similar to RFID chips, are available that allow caregivers and family members to locate the person in case the patient decides to take a solo trip. Many of these tags are accompanied by an Android or iOS application that allows caregivers to track the exact location of the patients.
Dementia patients must take medicines promptly. Skipping doses can result in faster disease progression, which can be harmful to the patient and cause turmoil for the family members. Dosette boxes are an excellent way to organize pills. The caregivers can organize the pills for the patients to be taken later.
Dementia, scientifically known as Alzheimer's, is a neurocognitive disease that slowly progresses, causing impairment. It begins with cognitive impairment and progresses to the failure to perform ADL, activities of daily life. Then it affects language, cognition, social behavior, as well as cerebral cortical areas, leading to apathy, sleep disorders, depression, hallucinations, delusions, aggression, and improper behavior.
Despite many similarities with literary political debates in other nations, there are also ways in which the cultural and political situation in Scotland has left the study of Scottish literature in a significantly different condition from that of literary studies in many other parts of the world.
Despite the explosive growth of electronic commerce and the rapidly increasing number of consumers who use interactive media, such as the World Wide Web, for pre-purchase information search and online shopping, very little is known about how consumers make purchase decisions in such settings.
Diana, Princess of Wales, became famous when she decided to marry Prince Charles. She became the most photographed person in the world. Everywhere she went, there were photographers taking pictures of her, and people were very interested in her clothes, where she went on holiday, and who she was with. Did Mum forget to buy you an advent calendar this year? Don't fret, scientists have you covered with the Activity Advent Calendar, a Christmas-themed exercise calendar aimed to reduce the effects of Christmas overindulgence.
Dolphins are regarded as the friendliest creatures in the sea, and stories of them helping drowning sailors have been common since Roman times. The more we learn about dolphins, the more we realize that their society is more complex than people previously imagined.
Domestication is an evolutionary, rather than a political development. They were more likely to survive and prosper in an alliance with humans than on their own. Humans provided the animals with food and protection, in exchange for which the animals provided the humans their milk and eggs and, yes, their flesh.
Early man know about the natural fire of lightning and volcanoes long before he began to use fire himself. He didn't know what fire was, but he had seen the damage it could cause. Fire was powerful and dangerous, and so he was frightened. Greek legend tells how Prometheus stole fire from god Zeus, and brought it to earth for man to use.